People, if you only knew what we've been messing with every time we try to start one of these up.
For 5 episodes, 6 episodes?
No echo.
No echo. We've been battling an echo issue. You may have heard it. It's been the first half hour of every podcast. And be going
Goddamn, these boys ever gonna figure it out?
crazy. I'm sorry your laptop's crapped out.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't
Or
know.
we got a phone.
I know we talked about doing some creative editing and breaks because we go long, but I was at the end of the day I got a workout, felt good, fucking sauna, fucking felt good, came home, ate some ground turkey I cooked yesterday with some vegetables in it, feeling fucking good. Took a little nap. I was like, I'm gonna get a little 30-minute power nap. So I haven't been sleeping well. Dude, my stomach woke me up like angry. Like I probably was asleep 15 minutes and I was like, I don't feel good. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to podcast. It was one of those where like, am I about to be really sick? And because I'm an idiot, honestly, I was like, I know what'll fix this. I'm going to eat a jar of kimchi and drink a diet cherry Coke.
How's that working for you?
Man, I'm sweating a little bit. In fact, I have a fan I'm going to turn on the floor in a second, to be honest with you. I was just, before we started, I was just laying in the recliner. And then Mike was like, are you okay? And I was like, I ate a jar of kimchi. And she's like, what? I'm like, I don't know. It's probiotic. I thought it would help. I thought maybe something, I don't know. It's supposed to be good for you. I put spicy too. I opened the refrigerator and I was like, blueberries, yogurt, kimchi. And and I don't think the Diet Coke helped. And I don't think the nicotine pouches on top of the Diet Coke, on top of the kimchi. So there may be some pretty creative editing. Yeah, I'm a nightmare. I'm a nightmare. So anyway, and I'm going to Chicago now. I'm not gonna get too into it, but I'm gonna have dinner with a couple of our favorite people
Next week
on Sunday night.
you're going
Next Sunday.
Okay.
So anyway, but yeah, anyway, I don't know. I guess we can start rolling. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's do Silent Rage. I've got my notes in front of me, you know.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. So this episode is going to be Silent Rage starring Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Buddy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Last night. I'm ready.
Yeah. This movie, you know, and it's fresh. It's real fresh. Like I said, you watched it last night?
We were texting each other. We were both watching it at the same time.
Yeah. So, yeah, the commonality that you pointed out in my movies.
You've got a thing.
Seem to be a commonality.
You got a thing, man. You got a. And I don't think you remember them for that.
No.
I think the little boy in you who saw them on cable was like, that was a great movie. And then we like, because you seem as caught off guard by me as the nudity. But again, and I said this in other episodes,
right?
I will continue to say it. If you had an R,
it was
in
nudity.
the 80s, you had to have nudity. Like there was not, people would have felt ripped off. Like, why is it R?
Right.
You know, we talk about, and I'm not going to say the same thing I said on the other one, but it's in play. We should have a name for it because we're going to refer to it so much because every movie, except Rambo 2 that I'm aware of, which may not have even been R.
We'll call it
the 80s effect, I don't know what you refer to it as. We were going to have to come up with a name at some point, and I don't.
Yep.
I think I've just gotten lucky on that. Like Buckaroo, there was this
butterscotch jelly beans.
Yeah. Something that is okay for it to have been heard on this podcast a million times.
Right.
Yeah, but it was another one that you threw, we go back and forth throwing them out and you threw Silent Rage out, which I remembered as a horror movie, would never have told you. Didn't even remember there's much karate in it. Just
It's kinda
fighting,
rough karate
just
too.
fighting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of karate, dude.
Yeah.
It is it's kind of one of one in the karate horror catalog. Like, I've never in my life seen that combo, and then when I read about it, it was like, it's a rare example of karate and horror, genre
Dude,
mashing of karate and horror, and, it is both those things, and
yeah, I mean, this
I'm gonna say, mm, we'll get to, hold up or not. I feel like what this show is, because I had to describe it to a friend of ours, Patrick, who I used to work with. We determine if a movie holds up and also if we recommend it, which isn't necessarily always going to jive with holding up, right?
right.
We could have a movie that doesn't hold up, but I would still say that's
You
fun.
gotta
I liked
watch it.
it, and so I don't, we'll get to where we think this is going to end up being. I'm not determining hold up or not. Surprisingly, it was close for me on this,
Right.
because it was fun,
Yeah.
and but really cheesy. It was a little. It was I've like halfway through it, I was like, man, this is good bad. Like,
Dude, yes.
like, like
Oh,
this has got something. It's got a lot going on, but not from
dude.
a complexity standpoint. It's got a lot
No.
going on from a. It's just really. It's really got oh,
It's
a
so
lot of
unique, dude.
nudity and like gropey,
Oh, yeah.
like
Chuck Norris is gropey in every
rough
movie kinda,
nudity.
though.
Well, the bar scene, which we'll get into,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
where it's it's not just like, oh, there's a beautiful, you know, woman and we're just catching her getting out of the shower. It was seedy, like.
Oh.
So, anyway, I don't know. Maybe we'll go through it a little bit, but I will set the stage with the fact that this is a movie about a sheriff in a small Texas town, but filmed in Dallas. Um and it's Chuck Norris is the sheriff, and he's got a really bad deputy in a silly way that doesn't really fit in the movie, because the tone of that guy is completely different than the rest of the tone of the movie. Like, there's this silly deputy, and there's some campy stuff, but he's like, I don't know. Some of these other characters are kind of weird. Um, and, um, and there, it opens, it, it opens really bad too. Uh,
Dude, it's awful,
it opens
man.
bad, but the camera work was like a horror movie in
Dude.
Halloween, and I loved it.
Yes, this guy, Michael Miller, who directed this movie, uh, they went to the John Carpenter school of
No question.
shooting late '70s, early '80s
No
horror movies,
question.
right?
They
Yeah,
stole everything.
everything.
It was such a robbery of
Even the
hell.
way his silhouette looked in the shadow shots,
Everything.
yeah,
He was Mike Myers, but anyway, we'll get to
yeah,
kind of who and what he is. But um, okay, so Chuck Norris, silly deputy. There's
yep.
a indestructible, super self healing mental patient that they've run experiments
John
on.
Kirby. Yep,
Right. Who's
John
who's
Kirby.
the bad guy who's kind of killing everyone and hunting down people in Chuck Norris's orbit and Chuck Norris, and trying to kill them because Chuck Norris kills him in the beginning. Basically, I can only assume it's because he's really upset that he got blown away in the beginning of the movie. But it's the Terminator. It's
Yeah,
Halloween. This is an indestructible, unstoppable killer hunting Chuck Norris and some other people, and people Chuck Norris cares about and knows. Um, and he's just kind of driving around the town, putting out fires everywhere this guy's killing people that he knows. And I mean, that's the movie, right?
yeah.
That's the plot of the movie. but I thought it was weird, like, because again, my daughter was with me, um, watching the first part of it, like, she'd come home and was just like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, this is the next thing," and she's like, so the movie starts, again, camera work, killer. Like, even though you're taking it from someone else, it's exactly if you wanna make me
Oh, it's
it's creepy as shit the way this
yeah,
camera is following people through an old house, but, I mean, a house, it's only old because it was in the '80s, early '80s. I think this came out in '83?
yep,
Yeah. So, so Scout likes horror my daughter Scout likes horror movies a lot, and I was like she's like, "What are we doing?" And I was like, "Oh, this is a horror movie." And she's like, "What?" And then, the bad guy gets the axe real early, like,
yeah, he does.
really or like, calls the doctor, the pills aren't working,
Yep.
I'm having a breakdown,
I can assure you, if we had known he was this dangerous, he'd have never been on the street, right?
dude. And he's just in a woman's house. Like, I'm not sure why he was there to begin with, do you?
He was in a room for rank. I don't know.
Oh, was he renting a room in a house?
Uh, it's what it seemed
He's just
like.
in a woman's house who's yelling at a bunch of kids anyway, that he quickly gets an axe. She's yelling at the kids, and Scout looks
His acting when he's like the meds aren't working is really bad.
really bad,
It's really bad.
really bad.
And I know that guy's gone on to do some stuff, but yeah, just he's got two lines, maybe three lines in the movie, and most of it is,
Doc, I don't feel so good.
It's all in the beginning. He was a
Yeah,
stuntman.
yeah,
6'3", big guy. We'll
big
probably
dude.
put some different pictures of him up. He ends up in Shawshank. He's not a
Yeah,
handsome man, but
yeah,
not a bad looking dude, but intimidating. He's like 6'5",
yep.
your height, and he's, very athletic, I will say. But
Oh, he
he's
was looking
super
strong
athletic.
in
The
this
guy
movie.
it was a stuntman, but so he's got the axe from the chicken coop, real early or
Just
outside chopping wood. Then he goes in a chicken coop, and I don't know why he goes in the chicken coop because he doesn't kill any of the chickens. And then he comes in the house, but I was like, we're about to get an axe.
yeah, it's his demeanor changes a little bit too. It's like once he goes into that chicken coop and
Right,
comes out,
right.
he's switched,
Is he
right?
switched? And I was like, and I was like, oh, we're about to hatchet somebody. And she was like, not this early in the movie. I mean, we're
Oh,
2.5 minutes into the movie, and I was like, oh, he's about to hit someone with the
this is 1983,
right.
baby.
We're gonna get this going now. And I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna put that X in someone's head like right now." And then this kind of mom or boarding house lady with all these kids is yelling at him, being mean to him. And Scout kind of looked up from her phone and she was like, "I hope he hits her with the axe." And I was like, "Yeah, she's annoying. Like this is like they made her really annoying," which was not helping his mood. Yeah, man, he hits her right in the or no, he starts to chase her. The husband comes in, hits a chair over his back,
Yep,
hatchet right to the husband's head.
yep.
Then we start chasing the annoying lady through the house up to a window. She's screaming. She opens the window. Neighbors are looking, cars are stopping, like
Chuck Norris is pulling up.
Chuck Norris is pulling up by this point. Like his response time is
Oh my
really
goodness.
impressive. Like
Yeah.
he couldn't have been more than three houses down when this starts. He hatchets the lady in front of the people on the front lawn, including the police, and stands in the window with the bloody axe while Chuck Norris looks up at the window. Chuck Norris walks to the front door. The door's open. The screen door's closed. Knocks on the screen door. Anybody home? Like, like, did you not? We just watched you watch this. Like, why would you knock on the screen door? Doesn't draw his gun, just goes and checks the house out. like, like, what's going on here? And I'm like, how did you not just see? Like, they made it look like he saw everything. And that was kind of like, oh, God damn it. Like, don't do that. Not already. Like, it's gonna be this dumb already. And it was dumb. I mean, the movie's a little bit dumb. The plot's actually cool as shit.
It is.
I will say. That guy ends up getting blown away on the yard, right? And at this point, he's just a crazy dude, right?
Yeah.
This is just
No,
a crazy psycho. They blow him away.
Gone.
Yeah, gone. I mean, in a good, like, bloody shotguns, everything's going on. And does he get up then?
No. So you
'Cause
remember
Chuck
they
Norris
put him in the
chases him
cop
into
car.
the
They put
Chuck
him in the cop car and he
yeah,
breaks out,
that's
right?
right, that's right. He breaks out of the car.
Then they just blow his ass
Yeah.
away because
Because
yeah.
Chuck
He's
chases him down, kicks his ass. They put him in the
yep.
car. He kicks a car door off anyway. But I was
I
in.
mean, he's
I did,
obviously a big, strong guy
I
if he can
wasn't
kick
even
a
like
car
I was
door
not even
off.
like that can't be done. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in. And then and then ends up at the they blow him away. And then if you want to say what happens,
Well, I mean, they take his body. It's
they take him
weird
to
because
right
they
off Harry Hines, by the way. The building is
yeah.
still there. It is
Yep.
a medical research building that they used as a medical research building in the movie. It is a
Yep.
pretty well-known research facility on Harry Hines is right here in Dallas.
Right on.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it is less than 3 miles from my house.
no doubt.
Yeah,
Right on.
crazy.
Yeah.
And what happened?
They take his body back there for some reason.
Mhm.
I don't understand why.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't they just take him to a regular hospital? But his doctor, played by Ron Silver,
Ron Silver.
yep, is working at this laboratory / medical facility,
Mhm.
and they take him there, and they start. I guess there's 3 doctors. Ron Silver's one of them. He's got 2 other kind of associates or something that work with him, and they have this formula that they're working on of regenerating cells and stuff. And
Mhm.
since our man is, they do surgery on him, they try to save his life, but I think by all intents and purposes, he's either dead or brain dead.
Right. Right.
And these scientists take it upon themselves to inject him with this, untested stuff that they've been working on. And
Yeah, you know what I loved? They were like, one of the guys pulls out a jar of red liquid. Like it doesn't.
it looks like, dude, it looks like a peptide shot. I'm not even.
It's this big jar of red liquid, like with like a screw. It's not anything medical looking at all. It looks like
Mason jar, dude.
like I may have one in my
A
fridge.
jelly jar.
Yeah, with cherries in it. Like it's like a
Yeah.
cherry jar full of cherry juice, and they're like, we could try this,
No flask.
huh?
No flask. No flask. No
No.
beaker.
No, nothing.
No.
Nothing. A jar of liquid. Hey, we've got this. The thing we're all working on at this super futuristic, high-tech lab. Get the mason jar of red stuff, because this is what we've been. This is why this was all about.
I saw that and I was like, I'll have the great drink.
Ridiculous. But again, in a fun, I'm
Oh,
cool.
dude.
Like I'm not. I just noticed it and went, okay, we're not even okay. Well, we're knocking on doors when we know the killer's inside, and we're shooting people full of stuff out of jars at a lab. And if you see it, it is noticeable,
Yeah.
for sure. And then what happens, Mark?
Well, and then he comes back to life. Ron Silver doesn't really buy into all of it. He wants them to end John Kirby's life.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 2 scientists kind of go behind his back. They inject John Kirby with the formula, and he starts to do better and better. And Ron Silva leaves after he pretty much says, we should end his life. We need to get rid of him.
They all want him
You know.
dead. He killed cops and stuff. Like he's a
Yeah.
murderer. So they're all
Yeah.
kind of like Chuck Norris is waiting to see how it goes, and they're kind of like he's dead.
Yeah, and they're going to get his body at some point. They've
Yep.
got it. I mean, he's dead to the authorities.
Mhm.
He's dead.
Mhm.
He shouldn't be walking around right now. Anyway,
Right.
he's doing well.
He's doing well.
And Ron Silver wants him gone. I think he hears this, so he gets out of a secure building.
Well, because they think he's brain dead. So
Right.
they're
They don't think he can
injecting him
think.
with
He
this
just think he's laying
formula.
there.
Yeah, they're injecting him with the formula to see if he can heal. It is a rapid healing formula that they've been working on, right?
Yeah, and they do cuts on
They
him, and
do,
it shows the cuts healing pretty quick,
which is
right?
kick-ass, which
Yeah,
honestly was cool to me.
cool effect.
It was a cool effect. They literally slice his chest open twice in 2 different spots. They didn't go back to the same spot.
Right.
And then it closes up. So you're like, oh, this guy, he's Wolverine.
Yeah.
He instantly heals when you hurt him. Right. So now it's a
Yeah.
problem. Now it's a problem because he doesn't have his crazy pills. He was crazy before they killed him. Now his brains come back online and he
Yeah, Ron
heals.
Ron Silver warns him too. He's like, "This dude's brain was unstable when he was
Correct.
alive." Like,
Correct. It's Frankenstein.
yeah, it
Right.
is, man. It's a mixture of so
It's
much,
so
dude.
much. There's so much. It just took little pieces from so many movies. And then, he 80s style slasher horror
Kills
starts
people,
killing people in like gross, cool,
breaking necks. Like,
breaking necks, crushing people's skulls into
yeah,
walls, uh break. I mean, he pick a way to kill people, and he's just killing people, and it's this
yeah.
small group of people that I'm not sure how he knows how to get to all these people. This dude's moving around town pretty good for a guy on
Oh
feet,
man, yeah.
and he's
Like,
hunting down people just associated with Chuck Norris that he couldn't have any way of knowing were kind of associated with Chuck Norris.
right.
um uh
They don't
I guess
explain how
so.
he
I
ends
guess
up at
so because the
Ron Sil.
doctor's daughter is who he's
Yes,
dating. So I guess they
right.
are all kind of tied together, right?
Kind of, but they don't explain any. I mean,
Mm,
he is asleep in a lab, what looks like a lab.
yeah.
Okay, and then the next thing you know, he is creeping around outside Ron Silver's house. His wife's gone to get a pizza. He's inside,
Yeah.
you know, doing some heavy thinking about, I guess, what all's
Yeah.
happened. And he knows that they've injected John Kirby at this point, right? He's a
Because he
bit
went back and
upset
saw the
about it.
cuts and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, John Kirby kills that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kills
Oh
him.
yeah.
And then his wife comes home, kills his wife, who was a nice looking lady.
Nice look. Seemed like a nice
Yep.
woman.
Yep.
No
Very
reason,
nice lady.
no reason to kill that nice lady.
She had a pizza, man. What
Innocent
the hell?
people are dying from this dude too. So if you're
Right.
in the way
Oh,
of any of this,
oh yeah, you're dead.
yeah,
Like this dude doesn't
he
care,
doesn't.
and then Chuck Norris love interest comes. And I'd like to say, boy, she gives him a ride home at the beginning when he's at the laboratory when they first killed John
Mhm.
Kirby, right?
Yeah.
And he's flirting with her. He's
Mm.
real, that kind of overpowering,
Mm.
what feels like 80s overpowering,
Chuck
like kind of
Norris.
flirty. And next thing you know, they're in bed.
Yeah. Not doing it well, by the way. Like
No, it's not great to look
it's
at.
not great to look at. And Chuck's horny all the movie. Like Chuck,
He is,
Chuck's
man. He's
horny,
horny
man.
in every movie. He was horny in Lone Wolf McQuade, man.
When he's around this girl, he's just all about we're
Yeah,
gonna go to bed. And
it must be good. I mean, I
yeah,
don't know.
I read that he was horribly uncomfortable with it and then wouldn't do it in movies anymore. That he was really uncomfortable with the sex scenes, didn't know how to do them, and they were like, "It's okay, man, just act like you're hanging out." And he was just like, after this movie, he was like,
I'm done.
I'm not doing that anymore."
Yep.
It was just like, that's not my, because look, I adore Chuck Norris. I would not say, this or Firewalker were in contention for Academy Awards. like Chuck doesn't really act. Chuck is Chuck Norris, which is cool
Yeah.
because there are actors that do that, but you're not. Chuck has, Chuck's got 3 emotions, man. Like just kind of cool, and then I guess
I'm gonna kick your
pissed
ass.
and
Yeah.
horny.
Yeah, those 3.
I mean, it's this
Cool. I'm gonna kick your ass and horny.
and horny. Like, he's got 3 gears, dude. And he uses them a lot in here, but even when he's mad, he's not that mad. He's kind of like, he's cool. Like even
Yeah.
his mad is kind of like, all right.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, right. I would like to. In regard to those scenes, the lady Toni Kalem, I
Yeah,
think is her name.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was kind of that bully in Private Benjamin with
Oh, I guess
Goldie
she
Hawn.
was. I didn't look up anything on her, but that's
Yeah,
really interesting. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. She was in some movies. She's Big Pussy's widow in The Sopranos.
No way. She's
Yeah,
4'11". I saw she's tiny.
yeah. She's.
Tiny little thing.
But
Nudity.
I would.
First nudity that you see is kind of Chuck and her a few times together. You know.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's like they're doing it.
Mm.
They're eating fruit. They're doing it. They're eating fruit,
They're in a hammock.
and they're doing it.
And then they're in a hammock. You know,
I can see all.
yeah. It's not
And
good. It's not good.
no, it's not.
And
I'd like to.
Chuck's never not in jeans.
Oh no. And
He's
dude, he
in
had
a
his shirt off
hammock.
for like
He's in a
10
hammock
minutes.
with no shirt.
That hammock is
Boots and
fucking
jeans. That hammock is jamming. He doesn't even know how to be in a hammock. Like, he's just like, you want me to get in a hammock? He's never been in a hammock in his life. That guy's never relaxed that way in his life. He looks so uncomfortable. The hammock
Shit.
swinging out of control, and he's there in his jeans with no shirt. There's a lot of jeans, no shirt. And look,
Well, let me say something about the no shirt. I'd like to, and I really want to post up a clip on this, but I'd love to thank whoever was responsible for grooming Chuck Norris for this movie for not giving him the Way of the Dragon or whatever that Bruce Lee movie
no,
is, where he's just got the full sweater.
no, they took him down a lot. They took him down a lot. Yeah, this was the first
I was
movie.
like, Chuck, you're looking
Yeah.
good, bro.
This is the first movie he produced with his production company. So this
Really?
was like he had total control on this movie. Again, it's in that range of Hollywood Nights, where it costs about 4 or 5 million, makes about 10 or 11 million. So it made money. He hated it apparently. He went and watched it one time, never talked to the director again. Like was just wouldn't pick up the guy's phone
Shame.
calls, didn't like the way it turned out. His son's the stunt coordinator. And there's a lot of stunts, and there's some good old school 80s stunts. There's high falls, there's
Yeah.
bar fights that are pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
That one bar fight where it's him against the biker gang is
again, it's the 80s. Bikers are
great.
Bikers are bad news in the 80s.
Yeah.
Nobody likes
and
bikers. If you're going to have a group of, like, it's always going to be a bunch of bikers. And that's
and it's always one or two at a time and never them all jumping on him at once like they should.
yeah, it's Chuck, man. It's his karate movie. He's karateing the shit.
I'm going to karate your ass.
And I'm going to guess he beats up 15 men?
Yeah.
15 bikers in a biker bar, which was
Easy peasy.
It was called Old Blues Bar, and it was on Greenville Avenue, and it was known to be the bar that the Texas Rangers baseball team hung out at.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. I think there's some conflicting things about, like, what is it now? It is definitely the Dubliner. One of the things I read was the Dubliner on Greenville. That's where it was.
Okay.
On Lower Greenville. So, I mean, this is a bar in Lower Greenville in Dallas.
It's there, still there.
Like, they shot it in 30 days. And it may not be the original building. They may have leveled it and then built something back. I mean, this is,
Right.
who knows? But yeah. And one of the trivia things was, and I think it was the director. Again, I get stuff wrong. We're not like super note guys, right? But we kind of just watch it and talk about it, make a few notes. But I was reading before I watched it, because it was a Mark Burden movie, and a lot of the trivia is there's a lot of nudity in this for a Chuck Norris movie, which is true. And it was the director ran into a girl at a Dallas bar the night before this scene and was like, "Hey, do you want to be in the movies? And we're filming a movie in Dallas." And she said, "Okay." And he goes, "You have to pull your top up. And are you okay with that?" And she immediately pulled her top up for him and said, "Yeah, I'm good." And he was like, "Okay." So this feels very like that's trivia is pretty well known, right? If that's still hanging, because there's not a ton of trivia on this movie. I tried to look up a lot
No,
about this movie, and there's not a lot about it.
there's not.
Little
I mean,
30
even
day 30-day film, almost an independent film, really, right? It's his first.
yeah, even some of the actors don't have like a lot of information on them.
Oh, he blacked out faces like they weren't in much, right? When you go to look them
Yep.
up, you're like, these guys were kind of nothing.
They're ghosts.
She goes, I have no problem, pulls her shirt up to show him, this is not a problem for me.
Right.
And the trivia is like, and I think it's on IMDb, it's like her only credit ever, right? Because she's just some chick in Dallas at a bar that he was probably trying to pick up. Like, I don't even know. So I'm going into the scene and it says she's in the biker scene. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to spot, shouldn't be hard, the girl who he said, I need you to be in the scene. You're gonna have to pull your top up. Are you okay with that? She says, yes. Okay, she's going to be the girl in the bar that pulls her top up. 3 women pull their in the bar.
Yep. One's laying on the bar, one's on the side of the
drag
bar,
her
and then of
across
course
the top of the bar, pull her top off, and pour beer on her. The first one. The other one just pulls her top up, and people start groping her. Random actors reaching around her to grab her. Crazy uncomfortable. And then the last girl does kind of do just a straight, I'm gonna pull my shirt up for the deputy. I'm assuming this might be the lady that the trivia is about, but I was just like, I can't even tell. There's so much going on here. I can't even tell who did they mean. You could have substituted any of 3 names for that.
right.
Is that to imply the other 2 were pedigreed actresses? Like, I don't. Like, hey guys, the trivia is one of these girls is an amateur.
Right.
The other
Which
2,
one is
the
it?
other is Sissy Spacek, and I mean, what are we talking about? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was silly and fun, and he kicks their asses in a kind of a cool way, not by
I love the Stephen First. Stephen First is the deputy.
Yeah.
I love the
Otter?
whole just the whole Animal House feel that he had. They just how does Stephen First become the deputy in this movie?
Right.
Like,
I think we want to go through.
they just pluck him out of interim. We need a kooky sidekick or
There's 3 super campy actors. The 2 doctors other than Ron Silver are super campy, and so
yes, they are.
And so is he as the deputy. It's like they're from another movie that's really silly and campy and over the top. They're acting, they think they're serious, but it's almost like it's just kind of ironic how weird how like tone wise they're completely different in the movie than how everyone else is acting. All the acting is bad.
Yes.
I'll give it. Ron Silver's kind of looks like he's maybe pulling off the best thing going on.
He's a good actor, dude. He's done some. Yeah.
He was a good actor then. He was a good actor in a bad movie. So they weren't giving him a lot.
He was probably the best actor in that movie.
I think so. I don't know who would have beat him. I will say back to the what was the name of the killer? Kirby?
John Kirby.
John Kirby.
Yep.
Super athletic, menacing looking, like a scary bad guy, like a legit scary bad guy. If you can get over the nylon 80s jumpsuit and shoes they put him in as the killer, because he's kind of in a onesie. But it's not too bad. It's
a bit more metallic than the
right.
the gear that Michael Myers wore, right?
Right. It's not.
His hair
not like
is
an
even
auto
shaped like
body
the
onesie.
silhouette.
It's like a jogging suit or something. A wrestling in an attic.
Yeah.
To drop weight. You know what I mean?
A rubber suit.
Yeah. And some kind of big foam shoes. But anyway, I mean, the dude's menacing. I'm glad he had a career. He's scary in this. This is a movie that I saw at my grandmother's house. My grandmother really liked horror movie. And this was like one of those things where you look in the TV guide and there was a few channels you got that were other than the big 3. Plus it was like the big 3 channels, And then you'd get PBS, and then like channel 27 or channel,
OETA or
yeah, TBS, or you get
yeah.
something out of Chicago. I forget the channel that comes out of Chicago. That may be TBS. I don't remember, but
WGN.
WGN.
Yep.
So, you would get like, if you wanna at channel 27 at 9 o'clock at night, you could read a little thing in the TV magazine about what it was gonna be, and she was like, "There's a horror movie on." So I had never seen this with the nudity. I saw
Right.
this on TV until we watched it.
I don't remember the nudity at all.
So you
Like,
probably
there
saw it on
was
TV too then, man, because I don't think this was in high rotation on cable. Like, I'm not sure. I for sure saw this late at night at my grandmother's house.
oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it scared the shit out of me because the
Yep.
end is scary, and actually the final image is pretty frightening. Again, it's got a lot
Yes.
of Friday the 13th going on. I mean, they take from everybody. Like, they just kinda mash together everything that had already been done about an indestructible guy, killer. Um, and, they left it open for a sequel.
It never
It
happened.
never happened.
Silent Rage 2,
Right.
Escape from the Well.
Yeah. I think I read that somebody did a hoax in the 90s and did a fundraiser to save John Kirby from the well, and people fell for it. Like, it's like there's some kind of legendary hoax where, somebody with a great sense of humor made a fake charity trying to raise money to, like, there was a crisis. John Kirby had fallen in a well. I'm sure it was probably after the Baby Jessica stuff, right? When well,
Oh, yeah.
it was probably around that time. I don't know what year that was, but I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. Somebody pulled a little hoax to kind of get everybody fired up. And but I mean, I don't know. What did you think about the movie? I mean, what, you know?
Um, yeah, I thought that, you're right, spot on about the campiness of a couple of the characters. Stephen Keats, I've seen him. He's the main doctor, of the 3,
Yeah.
the boss, the one that tells
Mhm.
Ron Silver to get the F out. Um, yeah, I swear I've seen him in some other stuff, and then I go to look, and I'm like, "Maybe this is the movie that you've seen him in," because
He has
I
a
don't
familiar face. He looks like a few other people. He's got kind of a flat, featureless face. Yeah, I don't. He looked familiar to me too, but there's a British comedian that I like that he looks like.
yeah,
Uh,
but he I it got, like you said, campy. It got that way when he started doing, like, his Dr. Frankenstein speech,
yeah,
and I was just like, "What?"
yeah,
Like, you were doing good, man, and then you went all, like, Megamind on
super
everybody, and
weirdo, super weird.
yeah, yeah,
Because just to
and then
mention, the guy gets shot up, ends up back in the lab, and they heal him.
yeah, yeah,
And then put him back out. He gets
yeah.
right back out
What are
to
you
doing
doing?
it. And they're like, maybe he killed people. And he's like, he didn't kill anybody. And
Yep.
the other doctor's like, he's full of bullet holes. And he goes,
Do you think he killed
that doesn't mean
anybody?
he killed anyone.
Come on, dude.
Like, what? So, yeah, that was great. That was one of those, like, wait, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really talking yourself out of it, bud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair point. Because he had
I
bullet holes in him
love
doesn't mean he killed people. You're right. I mean, that's like, that's a false equivalency.
yeah, well, I mean, here's a big thing about me. Halloween might be my favorite horror movie of all time.
Okay.
And so I'm in love with the way this movie looks.
I'm too.
Gritty,
I'm too. I'm too.
the way it's shot,
I'm too.
it's just all of that. It like I said, it's the John Carpenter school of, it's the USC, how to make a horror movie kind of blueprint, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, man, it just has all of the feels of a Halloween or a Friday 13th movie, like we said, but
100%.
um
It doesn't
it's
have great pacing though.
No,
The
no, it
the
doesn't.
the the boring scenes are a little too long. Like,
Yep.
they're okay. Uh, they're just they run them a little long, and you're just like, "Man, if you could just tighten this up." Like, that movie coulda lost 20 minutes of just kind
It
of
was
people
long.
hanging out,
Yep.
or long walks through houses, even in some of the murdery scenes, but it created suspense for sure. Like, they did suspense pretty well. I mean, you just
Right.
knew when that guy was coming, and he was creepy as shit. It was fun. Like, I don't
Yeah.
are you gonna
I
are you gonna
enjoyed the
fast
movie, like,
forward? Are you gonna fast forward a little bit? Maybe, and you're not
maybe.
gonna miss anything if you do.
No.
If it gets slow and boring and it's, one of a handful of people, you can kinda keep going. Um, not a lot. I mean, you don't need to a lot, but there's a few times you could kinda go, "This could speed up." You wanna
Yeah,
jump ahead a little bit.
times when they're at the, hospital,
Yeah, yeah.
it feels slow, the waiting or the room where they're watching her,
Yes.
that kinda stuff. Now, I will say when he starts to go full, like, full maniac mode in the, research center hospital area,
Mm,
when he starts just tallying up the kills, if you
yeah.
will, that's pretty intense, like,
It's
that
very
whole
intense.
yeah,
It's
it
good. It's filmed well. It's creepy.
yeah,
Like you said, it's gritty and grainy. It's great.
yep,
I that part of it was cool. He has a couple different moves. He almost gets like cat or monkey like a couple time on some people where he's kind of crawling at them aggressively and
yeah,
looking at them weird. So I never but he does kind of continue that after like the last fight. But dude, let me tell you, the last fight between him and Chuck, it's a good final fight, man. That dude they don't cut. Like the first where he's throwing Chuck Norris into the ground like 3
oh,
times, that's a
yep,
continual shot. They don't cut
yeah,
out of it. That's 2 stuntmen, or that's by the way, master martial artist. Chuck Norris is one of the toughest men to ever walk the planet as
yep,
far as competitive martial arts. That is a bad motherfucker, and he's
yeah,
fit as fuck and will kick the shit out of you, and all the karate scenes are pretty cool. Like, he's a
he's
kickboxer, dude. He can hang his leg up in the air and hit you 10 times in the head before you hit the ground. He's a bad motherfucker, and they do a pretty good job of showing that off. The fight scenes are hokey a little bit because of the time and how they filmed and special effects and
right,
what we see now versus what we see then. But those are good fight scenes,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
I I I love I like I said, I love the fight scene in the bar. I love the fight scene at the end.
He's a
Um,
stuntman. He did his own
yeah,
stunts. Like that's Chuck Norris.
all of those are
Yeah.
yeah,
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 100 he did no one had to stand in for him for the physical stuff, so you're watching that dude be a stuntman and the killer. Like, it's
yeah,
pretty I mean, it's
and I
physically
think Chuck did a lot of his stunts on this
he
as
would
well,
have
like, it
to.
was
He would have to.
yeah,
He
yeah.
would have
It just and, I think Chuck's probably in his late 30s, early 40s here, and
probably.
he's still just a fucking truck,
Yeah.
dude, like, in
I
shape.
will say the flying kick was big in the '80s. He's definitely throwing those down. I
Oh,
don't know how
like,
practical.
there was a clip on YouTube, and it's just that. It's titled, "Chuck Norris throws wicked flying kick," and it's in the bar
It
scene,
is. He jumps, it's pretty intense flying kicks, and I don't,
Yes.
like
One of my favorite moves is at the end where he's hitting him with the fist and then the back fist and the fist
yeah,
and the back fist
yeah,
right before yeah,
yeah.
just Chuck really sold the fighting, man. He really knew
Yeah,
how to do
his
that,
son was
right?
the
Just
stunt coordinator, I think,
yeah,
who goes on to, like, be his stunt coordinator in all his movies. He directs a lot of the more bad movies of Chuck's later on. Like, he clearly was like, "I'm helping my boy out." Like, he put his son's part of his production company and plays a major role, switches out from
yep.
directing and stunt coordinator. Um, but again, it's kind of classic stunt stuff, the big window fall where he shoots him out of the window.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, these are old school stunts, man. Like, these are,
Yep.
there's plenty of them. And you don't see that anymore too
No.
much. Like, they hit a dude with a car for real. Like, they hit him with the thing. And I also thought it was funny because I'm such a Lone Wolf McQuade fan that,
Oh,
you know, Chuck Norris was only driving Dodge Rams, K5s, and Broncos in
Dude, I
in the
said the
80s.
same thing. I was like, "There's a white Bronco
Yeah, it
or
was a
whatever it
Chevy. I
is,"
was
and
looking at it. I was like, "What is
yep,
it? Is it a K5? Is that a K5?" It was a Chevy.
it's not a Ram. I knew
No, it
that,
wasn't a
but yeah.
Ram. It was a Chevy, two-door Chevy. Like, Chuck clearly was like, "That's kind of my car."
Yep,
Uh,
supercharged probably.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks
I
great
when
in
he
a
pulled up
cowboy
in that
hat.
white thing, I was like, "Man, look at that.
Yeah,
He's got himself the same car."
yeah, looks great in a cowboy
Yeah,
hat. And look, lived here. Like,
right.
Chuck was a
My
resident.
mom met him on a plane flying back to Dallas from Oklahoma City one
Yeah, he
time.
lived in Dallas, man.
Yeah,
People used to, when I was in my 20s, people would see him out at bars. He opened a cigar bar with Jim Belushi called like the Wolf or something in Dallas. It didn't last. It wasn't that good, but I went there for a company party for a mortgage company I worked for, and it was their cigar lounge bar somewhere, and I don't even know where the hell it was. Um, uh, but he had a presence here, man. You'd hear people running into him at restaurants in Addison. Like, Chuck went out every once in a while, and people would see him, and he'd talk to you and sign your autographs. Like, he kind of hung out around here. I didn't look up where he was originally from. I don't know that he is a Texan, but he definitely made North Texas his home.
his home. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And
you
he's
know,
Walker and Texas Ranger.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and he'll play a dude from Texas. I mean, it's Walker Texas Ranger.
JJ
Well,
McQuaid.
lone, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'll say it because I know. I mean, I think we described the whole movie.
yeah.
I know this is kind of faster than we normally go, but uh, I I don't know. I don't know. It's tough for me because it was so fun, but I'm gonna say doesn't hold up, but worth a watch. Like, you're not. It doesn't hold up just because of some of the really bad acting, including Chuck's got some pretty bad acting going on. To be honest with you, in this, it's not. It's not great, but the stunts are kick ass. The dude's creepy. It's worth a watch. It's not. I wouldn't make it your Friday night, but it can Saturday afternoon. You know what I mean? Or it can late night. It can be the last thing you watch at night. It's definitely, quiet house late at night, put on a Chuck Norris movie. Again, a rare smash up of, karate horror, which I don't know. I don't know if anybody tried.
One of one.
One of one, dude. Nobody tried it again. I don't know if
No.
it's because it was so bad or because they were like, well, we can't beat that. Chuck wrote the book on this. We can't. I mean, it's.
Um, I feel like the gods are gonna strike me down, especially the Chuck Norris gods. This movie does not hold up, but it's so
It
good.
is. It is. It
It's
is.
so
It
good.
is. It's good
It
bad,
it
man. It's good
it's
bad.
bad, but it's
Oh,
good.
good.
Like I
So good.
I could watch it anytime it came on the TV. Now it never will. Like
No,
we'll never see this on TV again. But
no.
but God, it was. I had a lot of fun watching it last night,
I did too.
and yeah, it was bad. The acting was bad,
Yeah.
but everything
It was,
else about
it
it.
was not tough to sit through.
No,
Like,
no, and
no.
I mean they really took the biker bar scene to the max. Like that's about as
Mm,
yeah, that's about as biker
yeah.
early 80s biker feels as I could possibly imagine there ever being in a bar. That was a lot, but um
Everybody beat
yeah,
up
I mean,
bikers. We saw bikers beat we saw the bad bikers and Smokey and the Bandit. If you
yeah,
did Every Which Way But Loose, you've got bikers
right.
that are the bad
Oh
guy,
yeah.
so it's, the Black Widows or whatever. But
Yeah.
uh, I mean, it was the 80s. Bikers were bad guys.
Yeah.
They were trashy, and it wasn't the cool bikers of the 70s. The 80s turned on the biker.
Yeah.
The 80s, bikers were cool in the 70s, man. They really took a thrashing in the 80s. I don't know what was going on.
No.
But if you
No.
wanted a group of bad guys, you're probably gonna have them be on motorcycles.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Ron Silver was the best actor in the entire movie,
Mm,
and I thought the action and everything. Stephen First gave you a couple of giggles because that's what Stephen first does. But after that, it's just action and a lot of killing
Yeah.
or unaliving. Maybe I should put it that way. A
Right.
lot of unaliving. But yeah, I enjoy this movie. I recommend this movie. It does not hold up.
Right.
There's absolutely no way this movie holds up. But God, what an entertaining movie.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
sticking with us. Whether you're watching it in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, we appreciate you checking in, and thanks for hanging out with us as we review Silent Rage.
Silent Rage! Chuck Norris gonna kick Chuck Norris' ass! Yeah! The unstoppable force gets mollywopped by Chuck Norris!